All right, everybody, welcome back to TWI Fishing. It is a cold, wet, late October evening here in central Iowa, and we're going to do a little recap of the most recent fishing trip. My buddy Dobby and I from Red Boat Fishing did a little bass fishing trip at 12 Mile Lake down in southern Iowa, down in Creston or Afton. I don't know what the actual town is, but southern Iowa. And yeah, 12 Mile Lake has a really good reputation for bass fishing. I've caught some decent bags there before. Actually, my biggest bag there was with Dobby, so he kind of knows the lake decently well. We decided to venture back there in late October with hopes of catching some fall bass, kind of feeding up on some bait fish and perch and bluegill, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, we caught some decent ones. It was overall, honestly, kind of a tough day on the water. We did get some bites, got a lot of small ones. And the quality fish, we definitely had to work for them. So stay tuned, everybody. You're about to see some 12-mile bass action. Hopefully, it can help you get on some fish here in Iowa because we still have a couple weeks left of open water fishing. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, come on. Oh, there's a couple in there. I had it. It was coming from, that wasn't even the one I was casting to. I just want a couple on screen record. I don't need them all, but yeah, I'm all right. It's a decent little guy. That was the one I kind of saw a little bit. Probably 2 1/4. This one? Oh, really? You know what they get for that one? $255.
Like 130 maybe.
Okay. Plenty for a scale, but I mean, always reads the right number. In the middle of nowhere? Oh, that's got to be perch or something. This can't be bass, right? Yeah, whatever he is, put up a little bit of fight. Oh my God, they are perch. Never caught this many perch here before. That is great. They're in little groups too, so they're... You think a bass would eat one of those? Probably won't even stay on, but hopefully it'll taste less like a gravel road then.
It'll taste less like...
Oh boy, right? I just absolutely flooded it. Whoops, my bad. John boat, no big deal. Decent one. Sure. He might be a 3. I could be wrong. He's a little bigger than I thought he was. Thank you. He didn't fight too much. That's a good fish. First jig fish in so long.
Colorful.
I love that about them this time of the year, you know. Clear water. He's got like a goofy bottom lip. That's weird.
Here, just hit it.
Just hit it. 310. 3.1. That's the one we want. That's a good one. All right, buddy. It's a decent one. There we go. They're over here, he says.
I mean, not big.
I was gonna say, are any of them, I was just gonna say perchy perch, but nope, not a perchy perch.
Get that thing all the way back. All the way back to the boat. What are you thinking, dude?
Do you change up the retrieve or you just kept it going?
I just kept it going.
That would suck. Can only imagine that. I think that brush pile must be right there. Oh, it was a bass. Oh, I thought it was crappie or something. Silly Timmy. There's a couple of fish in there. He's fighting me. Man. I don't think he's net worthy, but I just haven't seen him. Man, he's fighting. Yes, there's like right out there. There's either a brush pile or something, but there's some bait underneath it and stuff. He should be 2 3/4. He is full up, isn't he? It's a nice one. Megan, need a new scale. I bet your swim jig or your tube would get bit in there. I'll line you up. 284. Alright, pretty one. And that would be the brush pile I marked you up. Oh, yeah. How big are we? You're okay? Let me know if you change your thoughts. Okay, there we go. That's a good one. He'll weigh. Oh, he's pretty. Oh, I should have got that for you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
There we go. Pulled one out of there. On the swim jig. There we go. Ugh. It's a little fatty. There we go. Okay, there's a big old brush pile over there. What'd you say? You're golden. I was gonna say, I'm not trying to have you set the hook on that and then get destroyed, you know? Those might be bass that I see. We'll see if one hits a swim jig. Those have to be bass. They look big. Sure. That's a good one. It's a healthy one. Those are bass. I'll show them to you. Did I get this guy? It's a nice one. Yeah. That guy. Thanks, buddy. They came off the bottom when they saw that. There was like a group of them. Nice fish.
The other side of the...
That's 3 something. The swim jig was still like 6 or 8 feet above their head, but all of a sudden they started moving. Yep, they all came up. 343. All right, so as you guys kind of saw from the footage, there were a couple of ways we were catching these fish. We started up on the shallow end of the lake, kind of fishing some of the timber and brush piles off the shore. There were definitely some fish in the brush or near the brush. Caught a couple doing that. I think 2 or 3 of the limit fish we caught came out of the brush piles, throwing minnow imitating baits. The lake also has a lot of rock piles. We fished a bunch of the rock piles, a bunch of the shallower ones, and under 10 feet of water predominantly. We got one of the 3-pounders on the rock pile on a jig, and then we had a couple other small bites, but nothing too crazy. So if I were to go back out there again, I would focus on deeper water. I would really try to focus on 15 plus feet of water because that's where my biggest fish came out of. I wouldn't necessarily fish around the structure. I would fish like near where I guess there's some structure. I mean, I'll show you on the side here. There are some stretches of the lake where there are just piles and piles of brush piles under the water, but I don't fish them enough to know if there's actually a ton of fish in there. It looked like there were a couple fish here and there, but I honestly don't really know how you fish those brush piles when they're in there that thick. I'd rather fish like the edges or fish near them 15, 20 feet away from them if I see some fish. So yeah, if I were gonna fish there again, I'd fish deep near the structure, not necessarily right on the rocks or the timber. Water clarity is great. Water clarity, you can see your bait 2+ feet down. The lake is starting to turn over. There's some of the green clumps and stuff are starting to float to the top. So that is, I think, affecting the bite a little bit, but water temperatures are still in the mid 50s, high 50s. So you should have a couple more weeks of being able to get out there and at least do some fishing. So the perch guys, if you'd like to catch perch, there's a plethora of perch in the lake. They're definitely not the jumbos like the Mississippi River, but they definitely, there are big numbers of perch and crappie and whatnot. So if you're a panfish guy, get out there, you still have time. But as always, had a great time fishing with Dobby. 14, the bag I think was 14.2 pounds. So not the biggest bag ever from there. Not the worst bag I've ever weighed for fish, but kind of a tough day fishing, but I'm glad we went out. Hopefully we got a couple more bass fishing trips here before ice happens. We're going to go to the Mississippi River next weekend, fishing with my dad, so that should be a good one. But yeah, stay tuned, guys, for some more Iowa bass fishing. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel. We will see you guys on the water in the flat bottom.